Michael Dillon. I'm presenting on behalf of Cambridge-based Elemental Machines. Elemental Machines is digitizing the physical world. We're allowing you to track and measure the physical world in the same way you would the digital one. Physical processes are difficult to monitor and assess. We also, realize, when you're in the manufacturing process, there are different pieces of that process that you really need to sort of compartmentalize. You need to make the product, you need to ship the product, and you need to decide how the product's being used out in the big wide world. It's difficult sometimes to infer what these physical processes are doing. And I think that's, if this was a little longer than 3 minutes, I'd give you the background on why this company came into being, because it was a startup trying to help its manufacturer infer how to build a better product. So on that note, Elemental Machine was founded by Sridhar, Ingar, and Sunny Vu. They've got a nice track record in both startups and exits, which is good. Anybody in here have any misfits? They were sold to Fossil for $260 million. And there's an ongoing concern, Agamatrix, which is a glucometer company. What is it exactly? It's little black boxes that have sensors in them. I mean, I think one of the interesting things about this company, and the reason why I'm super interested in what they're doing, is it's the simplicity. The technology is fairly simplistic per se, but the application of it is where things get really interesting. And that is where we take and put these sensors into buildings, in R&D spaces and manufacturing spaces, again, getting back to the make part of this idea. And we put them into a map diagram piece of the building. We measure certain processes, and then we make some assessments about what's going on. And it's a little off script here, but I think you'd be surprised what you can figure out, particularly in life sciences, by figuring out who's opening a refrigerator door too many times. The production compliance piece, again, sort of back to the life sciences bit of this. We have to automate that. I just got back from a meeting in LA with a giant pharma company, and lots and lots of instruments within multiple buildings, millions and millions of dollars worth of kit, and they're still taking physical logbooks. They've got a book like you take to school with that has a label on it, and when everything is recorded in there, which we're not sure if it's recorded successfully, then comes along another person who looks in the book to make sure it all happened right. Not super efficient for an industry that wants to try to be a lot more efficient with creating drugs. And then, here's just a little takeaway from these environmental effects and what we are doing in these large companies and small companies and sort of middle ground companies to try and make this process a lot faster. And I'm done. Smart Label, our next product, and the summary is we're in a lot of places across a lot of industries. Thanks.